Let us now focus on some theorists of that period. We are now into the industrialized age, and the educational theorists also had their views to express at the time. The first one is Pestalozzi. Pestalozzi believed that education should be for everyone, for all. There was no exception as to who should receive it, who should not. Whether you were a boy, a girl, whether you were rich, poor, whatever strata of society you came from, you should receive an education. So Pestalozzi strongly focused and emphasized that if industrialization was to be successful and more inventions were to be made, education should be offered to all young people. He also believed in learning through experimentation. So we see suddenly a change from rote learning and memorization and recitation and simply copying of texts. We see a change. Allow young people to experiment and let them find out for themselves what the issue is, what the subject is, what the situation is, what the concept is, what the problem is, what the solution is. Experimentation was seen as key. Pestalozzi believed that if you did not permit young people to experiment, their minds would not open. If you did not permit young people to experiment, new things would not come about. If education was only transmitting what we already know, it was not going to be beneficial in the post-industrialized age. Next is Herbert. He said you need to educate, manage, and discipline young people. He believed in education, but he also believed in management and discipline. He did not believe in a free hand. He did not believe in letting children behave and do things the way they want. Children needed to be disciplined. Children needed to be managed. Children needed to be controlled and educated at the same time. So for the first time, we see the concept of something like classroom management coming into education, because those are the two roles a teacher performs: instructs, teaches, educates, and manages, controls, looks after the behavior and discipline of young people in the classrooms in their care. The purpose of education, according to Herbert, was to serve individuals. Attention was focused on the individual. In the classroom, outside the classroom, the focus was on the individual, not a group of students in a class, not 30 students in a class, but each individual student. Why was that? Because Herbert believed that people are different, that all children don't come with the same potential, the same capabilities, and the same challenges. They come from different backgrounds, they come from different families, they come from different parts of the country, and therefore they bring different things with them to the classroom. We need to build on what the student brings. The focus was on each individual child, not 90% of the class does it fine, so it's good. No, does 100% of the class. Then all individual children are accounted for. With 90% of the class, all individual children are not accounted for. And that is something we need to understand even today. Today, yes, we may have large class sizes. Our classes may go beyond 60 in some cases. Yet we need to focus on the individual child. Think of what Herbert said. You need to bring about the best in each individual child. Froebel then was focused on preschool education. He did not begin education at 6 years in class 1. He said start education before that. And so preschool or early years education started. Children should be educated from the age of 3 to 4. So about 2 to 3 years of preschool education before the child gets into class 1, the regular system of schooling. He founded the kindergarten, the KG, as we are familiar with today. So from the age of 3 to 4, train children, educate children, work with children, and let them receive the education that will change their lives in the future.